giveaway. So
no pressure, then good.
yeah, exactly. Hello, everyone. I don't know if anyone's here, but I'm just saying that in case you're doing the playback.
Órale.
Says we got 2 people in here. Maybe that's just you and I.
Hold on, I'm trying to get in right now.
What's up, Tyrone?
What's up, Tyrone?
Detective Bucky, quick draw.
What's up, Bucky? What's up? Quick draw. Speech fairies.
Hey, Dana. Hey, Jenny. Hey, Frost Queen. Speech fairies. Happy Sunday, everybody. Scratch and go. Alex, what is up? The Scenes 01. Peanut butter. Whenever I see peanut butter, I just think, man, I need some grape jelly.
Peanut butter jelly time.
Oh, yeah.
Peanut butter and jelly French toast.
French toast? I never had that.
Me neither. Sounds good though. Oh man. What's up, everybody? Alex, what's up? Lindsay, what's up? Hey man, did you see this that I picked up? I don't know if you saw it. I got that there. Right? It's flat.
Oh, yeah. That
I don't
thing's
know, man. I saw it. I went there before, and I don't know. Maybe I just didn't notice it because it's dark in that store, man. And I was like, oh shoot, man, that's a flock right there. And a Swamp Thing too. I tried to win it off Ohana a while back, but
yeah, that's a nice pop. It's a really cool one, the PX exclusive version of them, yeah.
someone keeps saying that it's a scented one, but I don't smell nothing. I don't know.
No, it's not scented. I mean,
Yeah,
I have it. It doesn't smell to me.
I didn't smell nothing. And I don't know. It just smelled like, I don't know. I'm smelling people's old scent.
Yeah, whatever their house smelled like. Cats and dogs and cigarette smoke.
Yeah.
Did you ever get Stinkor, the Flock Stinkor from FYE?
No.
I don't have them either.
Man, you know what? By the time I started collecting, shoot, man, that was some of the things I started looking up. The very first things when I was like, you know what? If they got pops of this, let me look up this right here because I didn't know anything about pops when I started. So I was like, oh man, and I was like, holy moly, they got this stink. They got all these Hordak. I was like, dang, but the prices are just outrageous. Like, whoa, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I missed out on it, and I haven't tried getting it, so
Yeah,
I do want it, but
I'm just trying to get you know which ones I want is I mean, I'm familiar with a lot of them, but like right now, since since it's still low in price, like Man at Arms and who else was there? There's a couple more. I can't remember which other ones, but I mean, there's some out there too that aren't too bad, that I was thinking about picking up, but I don't know. We'll see.
yeah, because they're gonna go up in price for sure.
Oh, I know. That Ram Man is one of them I want.
I know.
That's a good one.
I want to say hi to some more people that joined us. Joseph Lopez, what's going on? Lindsay, welcome to the stream. Noel, hello. Tats, what's up? Smitty Rock 67, hello. Tonio 23, what is up? Tonio and Lindsay going live tonight. Check that out on Lindsay's stream, 9 p.m. Eastern. Alex Lopez, I'm just looking through this. Rebel Toys, what is up? All right. What's up, Mel? Kitty Sam's World is in the house. Mama Goonies in the house. Hello, hello.
What's up?
So, every Sunday at 12 noon, I'm going to be doing Kicking It, and I'll try to have a special guest on today. Obviously, it's Papa Lucha hanging out with me today. It's just a hangout session. We're going to talk every week it's going to be something different. Not necessarily even Funko Pops. We'll just talk about whatever. Just kind of hangout session. But we do have the release of the Avengers Pop. So I'm going to actually take them out of their box. I have the Avengers. I'm actually going to unbox all of them. I'm going to put them back in there, but I'm going to show you what they look like. And the reason I wanted to do that today was, one, because they dropped today, and there's actually 12. Let me rephrase that. There's 11 commons, and I know a lot of people might say, darn, that's 11 common pops. I don't know if I'm going to collect all of them. I'm only going to collect the ones I like, the characters I like. But I wanted to let you guys know that they're all pretty awesome, but I want to take them out of the box so you guys can get a better look at what they look like out of the box, and then that hopefully can help you determine which one you want. I'm a collector, so I collect all of them. And Thanos looks badass. And by the way, did you see that?
They're releasing a 10-inch too, aren't they? A new one?
Yeah, April 21st. It drops at Target.
Woo!
Yep, April 21st is dropping at Target. So while I'm unboxing them, we're going to talk about the movie, what we think is going to happen, predictions. I don't know, just some fun stuff. But speaking of 10-inch Funko Pops, check that one. Got that one today at Target. That one's awesome.
What is that from right there?
From this. It's because I'm not going to pronounce the name because I'm going to get hate messages from Sean and everybody else that loves anime. So I just learned, don't pronounce the name. Just show it and just be quiet. So I don't know. But yeah, that's at Target. They only had one. They only got one in. So I grabbed the only one that was there. People passed it up while I was getting this because this is a Target exclusive. So yeah.
I gotta run to Target, man.
Yeah. Let's see who else joined us.
Let's see, Kitty Sam's World, Alexandra Perez, Kelly Zufelt. What's up?
What is up? So let's I'll show the back so you guys can take a look at all the Funko Pops. These are all the commons. I love that Captain Marvel, and I'll show you guys why when I open it up. But man, I love it, love it, love it. And honestly, the Thanos looks amazing. That's the one I'm holding.
Yeah,
all of them are really cool. Even Hawkeye's really cool. So I did end up getting the box lunch exclusive this morning. I already forgot which one it is because I already ordered the Amazon War Machine from Amazon. That one ships on the 3rd of April. The Amazon exclusive of War Machine, and then box lunch. I can't think off the top of my head which one it was because I ordered so many today. So, and then GameStop has one that I didn't even stop at a GameStop yet to pick that one up. So appreciate that, LJ. Yeah, it was Hot Topic had them all. I mean, they had everything, so it's pretty easy. But I'm gonna open up Thanos first. So what do you think about Thanos, Papa Lucha?
I think it's pretty cool. You mean the pop that you're holding, or Thanos in general?
We're talking movies. What do you character?
I don't know, man. I think like, do you want like a prediction you're asking me, or what I just think about the character in general?
Well, I mean, I know not many people root for the villain. That's not the thing to do.
Yeah.
And he wiped out a lot of Avengers. So I mean, what do you think about Marvel? Bringing him from the comic book to the big screen. What do you think about his character?
I liked what they did, because a lot of other people are familiar with other versions of different villains and who was doing what, but I like how Marvel brought out these characters that weren't popular back in the day. And I mean, Thanos is pretty, I don't know, I knew who Thanos was back in the day, but it's like I like that they brought him out and they made him the way they did, bro, because it's something more fresh, and people hate on it, saying, "Oh, they should have stuck with it the way it was before," and blah blah blah. But I don't know. I like Thanos, man. I think he's pretty badass. Especially when you saw him go up against the Hulk, that was like, oh man, that was,
He beat the Hulk down, man. Like the
yeah,
Hulk,
man. So
he
I was
can.
like, man, that was pretty cool, man. I like that, man.
Yeah, it was an interesting concept to beat the Hulk down so bad that he couldn't even, like, Bruce Banner couldn't even summon the Hulk. It's like where anything that would piss him off, the Hulk would just. Remember when they were on and if I don't know names, guys, I'm sorry, the ship, where they had that thing that they created to hold the Hulk in so the ship wouldn't crash if he turned into the Hulk.
Oh yeah, in the helicarrier.
Yeah. And so, everyone's afraid because the Hulk can turn on a dime, and yet he got suppressed by a butt whooping from Thanos. So there's Thanos, man, and he's got the helmet on. He's fully decked out. And I don't know if it's a spoiler. There's the gauntlet. I mean, we did see it melt, right? It's melted on his hand at the end of Avengers, Infinity War. So I don't know. I mean, the gauntlet looks pretty darn good there. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. But there's Thanos, bobblehead Thanos. I think it looks really cool. Just a common pop, but it's a must-have. And that 10-inch is exactly the same. That is a must-have as well.
What if they do a twist and Thanos like just turns, he did what he did, but then realizes he was what he had done, and then just has a change of heart, bro. That'd be
What?
crazy. That'd be crazy.
You know,
Yeah, a thing about with the Hulk. You know what I was thinking about the Hulk, and this goes off another man. I know it's I saw it on one of their animated movies. It was, I think, Hulk versus Thor. But I was thinking with the Hulk situation, why he can't change is maybe somehow Loki like possess, through his body inside of Bruce Banner. So he's afraid of what Thanos could do, and that's what's keeping the Hulk from changing. So we think, that's one of my theories. Loki's not dead, and that's how he's gonna survive, man.
what?
You know, and that's what I was thinking. That's why the Hulk doesn't want to come out, because Loki's like, no, don't let him out. We're gonna get beat down. I don't know. It's a crazy idea, but I don't know, man. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah,
Wishful thinking.
yeah. I think it makes sense if the Hulk is protecting Bruce Banner. You know what I mean? To the point where, hold on, Speech Fairies is asking me, did you see the new Iron Man armor toy leak? No, I have not. Speech Fairies, I have not seen that. But it's an interesting concept to think that the Hulk, who's less intelligent. I mean, I think that's fair to say, right? The Hulk, who's less intelligent portion of Bruce Banner, would protect the intelligent part of him. And that dynamic, I think, is interesting to play with if that's what they're doing. And so, yeah, I think it would be interesting because the Hulk really doesn't. I mean, at least we haven't seen him on screen before that I can remember. I might be wrong, but I don't remember a time. Well, you know what? That's not true. He has saved. Bruce Banner has died several times in Avenger movies. Um, but the Hulk keeps saving him.
Yep.
Yeah, you know
Even
what? Yeah, he
even
had.
in the Incredible Hulk, he flew out that what was it, the airplane? He had to have died, but the Hulk brought him back, because he changed. But yeah, man, that's I know eventually the Hulk, they stay as one, but the Hulk has the intelligence of Bruce Banner. But I don't know if they're gonna do that though, because that was in the comics, but I
The
don't know if
what?
they'll do that here.
The what part of Bruce Banner?
Bruce Banner being the genius that he is, his they stay as a Hulk, but the Hulk's got the intelligence of Bruce Banner in the comics. That's in the comics, so I don't
Yeah,
know
I
if they're
think
gonna
they're going
do
to do
that.
that. I do think
Oh,
so.
you think they're gonna do that?
Yeah, I
That'd be
think.
cool if they did that, man.
Yeah, I think the Hulk is going to look more like. It's still going to look like the Hulk, but I have a feeling it's going to look more like. Hey, Sophia, my daughter's in her. She made some little thing in her room. I don't. What do you call it, sweetie? You can put it in the stream. Like a fort, with blankets over her bed, and like she put boxes up. And anyways, she's hanging out in her fort right now. But yeah, I think Hulk's face is gonna look. I think it's gonna be the Hulk, but I wonder if it's gonna have a different, almost like a Hulk and a Bruce Banner. I don't know. Do you know, like if the Hulk and Bruce Banner had a baby? I don't know.
I was just thinking they're gonna stay as the Hulk. Just he just can he's able to talk more better, and he just got the brains. It's just they just stay as one, but as the Hulk.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do, but man, Marvel can do so many things now. You know what I just wish they would have done too is incorporated somehow figured out something with the Fantastic Four, man. Yeah, that's cool right there.
Yeah, Fantastic Fours. They're gonna do a reboot. I hope of it. They need to. Another reboot, unfortunately.
That's cool right there, man. That's I'm not gonna do it.
So I'm opening it up. So since we're talking about the Hulk, I mean, when we talk about characters, might as well open them, right? So
yeah.
So yeah, I think the Hulk. Obviously, I mean, if he's wearing the Avengers suit, right? That's the new Avengers suit. And by the way, FYE, I believe, has the jacket that looks just like it. I want to get it so bad. I think it's $80, but it looks really, really sweet at FYE.com. I'm trying to take the Hulk out cautiously. But if he's wearing the suit, he's the Hulk is going to, I mean, a couple of the spoilers are obviously in the pops themselves.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then I'm sure they have some special pops that they haven't released yet, like the Flurkin, where they finally released it after the movie came out, you know what I mean? To get people to see Goose the Cat,
Did you see that movie?
Yeah, I loved it. Captain Marvel's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
So this is what I mean. Kind of look at his face, and I know it's just a Funko Pop, but look at his face. Does it not look? I mean, maybe it's just my mind playing tricks on me, but does it not look like Bruce Banner and more of Bruce Banner than the Hulk? Is his face not different there? Is it me?
Like a merge, but one?
Yeah, I wish I had. I mean, I have other Hulks in my room. I don't want to get up during the live and get it, but I wish I would have thought of putting them side by side.
I see what you're saying, though, man. Yeah.
He almost looks like a I don't want to say younger, but just I don't know. You can
Hulk in his prime.
There you
go. Adolescent Hulk.
Look, there's a clue right there. You see the gray hair? That's that's the clue I'm talking about right there. So he's got some gray in his hair. So that is Bruce. I mean, Bruce Banner and the Hulk merged as one, and they might stay as the Hulk. I mean, yeah, I think an intelligent Hulk would be awesome. Or I think he said Professor Hulk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that gray in the hair, that is a sneak peek of what to expect when we see the Hulk in Endgame. And he does look more like, for me, his face does more like Bruce Banner than the Hulk. I mean, obviously he's green, right? But he does. I think it's going to be a nice mixture, and that's a nice teaser. It's a little Easter egg, I think, for those that collect Funko Pops, get to see that. Yeah, because people that don't collect Pops might not even realize, these little things that are kind of given to us. These little, I call them Easter eggs.
Yeah, one thing about the Pops, I look at them like, oh, spoilers. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, and another spoiler alert is, and I'll take that one out because I love redheads. Not, well, yeah, I won't say anything more. But
we know what you mean.
Well, I've never dated a redhead, and I don't know why I have this fascination with red hair. I don't know, but anyways, Scarlett Johansson, going
it's like playing with fire, bro. That's why.
Well, yeah, maybe, but going from blonde, right? We see the blonde in the trailer, going from blonde back to the red.
Nice.
So that's another spoiler. I mean, it's right there. It's right in front of us. So let's take the beautiful, gorgeous Scarlett Johansson out of the box.
you know what? I gotta say, they picked the perfect actress for Black Widow. I'm sorry. I mean, that she was perfect for that role, man. And just the way she kicks ass, bro, is man. Woo! Don't
Yeah,
get me started.
I know. She's gorgeous, fierce. You know what I mean? Like a strong woman that's fierce,
Yep.
gorgeous. And I love the scene and I cannot I'm not very good. There's so many Marvel movies, there's so many Avenger I know all these movies mixed in. It took 10 years to get to
Yeah.
where we are, right? So I cannot remember what movie from what scene. I just don't know, guys. Sorry if I forget, but there's just too many movies to remember every little thing. But the scene where she's sitting in the chair and they're tied up and they're like these three guys, or I think there's three guys in there, and she's like over I don't want to say a cliff, but I don't know. She was in a building and they had her where they think they got her, and then she ended up killing all of them.
Oh, it's Avengers, right?
Yeah, it's
It's
an event.
Avengers. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
She's looking for the Hulk. Yeah.
she's just exactly when she's before she is that movie that she looks for the Hulk. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just really cool, and that's what her pop looks like. And she's kind of it's interesting stance because if you look from the backside, and I'm not trying to show her butt, but um, her head is naturally turned that way. It's not a mistake. And you can see that little ponytail, but the way she's set up is she's set up where she's about to fight you. Like that's her pose.
Okay.
So I love the red hair. Uh, and people were complaining in the last movie that why did they were saying, was it an actress decision to go to the blonde? Did she just not want to dye her hair red? What's going on with it? And I'm just seeing it does stand by itself too, because a lot of these will fall over, um and with that stance she does stand. But um yeah, is she one, I mean, out of the Avengers, is she she's one of my favorite characters. What about you?
Yeah, she's on the top there.
Do you like
I'm
her better
liking.
blonde or red?
Ooh, I gotta say, I gotta say red.
Yeah, me too, obviously. Yeah, I think she looks
Yeah.
better with red hair, but it's nice to see. I think a lot of people are going to be happy when she goes back to the red. And I wonder, like, in what part of the movie, and I'm not trying to be funny, but I mean, you have to kind of think about it. In what part of the movie, because, all these people have died, right? Black Panther's dead, Loki's dead, all these people are dead. And what part of the movie does she say, let me go back. I need to go dye my hair before we kick Thanos' butt. Let me, I could use the A word, but I'm trying to be PG. I'm gonna go kick Thanos' butt, but give time out. Let me go dye my hair. Let me get on my new suit, and then I'll be ready to rock.
Yep.
And what part of the movie does she dye her hair? Because she, it's kind of like, are you really gonna take your time? Everyone's half the planet's dead. Are you really gonna take your time to go dye your hair to beat up Thanos? Like, so I wonder how that
Well,
how that comes to be. I don't know.
well, didn't time pass from that?
Yeah, but in the trailer she's got blonde hair.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is true.
And I'm basing it by the trailer. In the trailer, she's got blonde
Well,
hair.
maybe yeah. I was gonna say maybe that was just like an earlier part of the movie, and then then
No,
the
it is.
time lapse there.
No, it is
But
because
that is funny. That is funny though, man, because it's funny because I think of the same kind of stuff. It's like, okay, he's like, why did you have time to go do that? Exactly. I know what you're saying,
yeah.
bro. Yeah.
So that's her stance. She's an awesome pop, guys, and I have all of these. So we're opening all these up, and we're talking everything Endgame, everything Avengers today, kicking it with Papa Lucha. Um, Appreciate everyone for coming in, man. Thank you guys, and definitely blow up the chat with. I see a lot of people talking about it too, and blonde hair made her weak. Yeah, I think we're just so used to seeing her in that character as a redhead that
Yeah.
but and again, when everyone went against Thanos, they looked pretty weak, right? The only person that looked really powerful would be, I would say, obviously Thor, right? I mean, Thor was
Oh yeah, man. He had him.
he had him. What did he say? You should have aimed for the head.
That's it. He should have aimed for the head.
That's
Hey, you know what? I hope like if they end this, because you know what I'm thinking, like, what are they gonna do now after this whole Avengers thing is over? And man, you know what I hope they do is so I know, and I know Thor. I mean, not Thor. Thanos would be probably more powerful in this situation, but get Galactus in here, man. Like a real good Galactus, and start a whole nother Marvel adventure with that right there, man. I don't know. I think that would be, bring the Celestials back. That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I don't know where they're going to go with this. I have no clue. Obviously, and we'll talk about this, and I do want to talk about death predictions. Hold on one second. Craig Stewart, do you know anywhere I can get the box lunch Iron Man delivered to the UK? Box lunch only delivers to the United States, I believe. So I don't know. I was told from Mel, Kitty Sam's World, when it came to Canada, because I was asking her about the Toys R Us in Canada, she said you can actually open up a P.O. box. Like, I guess we Americans can open up a P.O. box in Canada, have it shipped there, and then somehow get it shipped here. So I don't know if there's anything like that, Craig. I know you live all the way over there in Scotland, far, far away. So I don't know. I have no clue. But I will be giving one away. So I will be raffling one off. So down the line. Spoiler alert. So,
hey, check it out, bro. Check this out. I picked up at the store.
Ooh, Selena.
Nice.
Bam bam bitty 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 bamba.
Hell yeah, man.
Sweet. Sweet. So check this out. We're talking about Thor. We got Thor here. And or Craig, if you want, I mean, if you want to message me on Instagram, I mean, I can get it for you. If you want to pay for the shipping, I can mail it out to you. It's not a big problem. I mean, I can definitely do that for you. So just let me know. Hit me up on Instagram and we'll talk about it. But we got Thor here. Look at that, where he has two different eyes, right? With
yeah.
The scar there. But then you get to the Funko Pop, unless they did this one wrong. I see the scar, but I don't see two different color eyes.
The one looks a little shinier.
So we'll take him out of the box and see, but I think that's a Funko Boo Boo.
Uh-oh.
Funko Boo Boo. They'll do a massive recall on Thor. Like they did with Prince.
And keep yours. Is that print even worth anymore with that typo?
I think, I mean, it's not going to be on pop price guide any higher, but I think collectors, will want to.
Yeah.
I mean, I have this mistake from Marvel, from Hasbro, where you got Black Widow holding Goose the Cat for a Marvel Legend. That's supposed to be Captain Marvel in there, and you got Black Widow. That's a mistake. So I don't know if it's worth any money, but I guess to people that collect, I mean, we're collectors, so it's all depending on what somebody's willing to pay for,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay, so it wasn't a boo-boo. You're absolutely right. You have better eyes than I do, definitely. So it is gray. So it's not as white as in the box, but it is a different color. So good job, Funko. No mistake on this one. But he's got Stormbreaker there, and I love that new Avengers suit, guys. That is awesome. Check that out. That's the back of his head, back of the suit. And for you ladies out there, he's flashing you his booty. Get a little booty in there. A lot of Thor. Everyone loves Thor. All the women go crazy for Thor, and he goes crazy for you.
Oh man,
I love the Stormbreaker. There you can kind of see hopefully we get some good lighting on it.
Oh, yeah.
Part of Groot's arm, but looks really cool. They did a great job on all these so far. They look really cool.
Dude, what'd you think about that though too? When little Groot picked up that Stormbreaker, he was worthy, bro. He was worthy enough to pick it up.
He put down the Game Boy.
Cool.
What?
Hey, not to change the subject, but on that movie, Captain Marvel, man.
Yeah.
I saw mixed reviews and stuff about, I didn't see too much of the '90s, but I just wanted to point out, and I said it before, what I liked about how they had to show what the time was when she was on her communicator, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And she had to hook it up and be wired to it. So it was like, oh man, yeah, see, because we didn't have, I mean, I'm pretty sure there was wireless out there, but it wasn't available to everybody. But I liked how they did that, man. It was like, all right, '90s, you had to use a wired phone.
Yeah. I mean, Blockbuster kind of gave it away. Nine Inch Nails gave it away. You know,
Yeah,
a lot of things in there too. I mean, phone booth. There was a phone booth in the movie, I think, right? If I'm not
yeah,
mistaken.
yeah, yeah.
Um, so just the '90s nostalgia was nice. Growing up in the '80s and '90s myself, it's you know brought back a lot of the music. The soundtrack is phenomenal for that movie. So, but it's a great movie. If you haven't
It
seen it, man,
really
you're
was.
missing out. Like you got it. It's a movie, my opinion, but it's a movie you have to see in the theater. You just have to see it there because it's really good. I really love the special effects, and that's what I wanted to talk about too. I'm going to open up another character. Let's see, if we can open up a. Let's open up a non. Well, I don't want to insult anybody in case their favorite character is Ant-Man, but he might play a big role in the movie. Um, but I want to talk about the CGI and how technology has come along because I don't think, and what's your opinion on this? I don't think they could have made this movie 10 years ago. I don't, I mean, Avatar came out right, and that's great CGI, but to do what they did, because, you know, the actor, and I forget the actor's name that played, the same guy that played Cable from Deadpool played Thanos. So, but what do you think about like the new digital, like the way they made, I mean, even Nick Fury making him younger and Captain Marvel, the technology today, do you think they could have made Thanos like as great as he is 10 years ago?
10 years ago, mm, I don't know, man. Because even the Hulk, the Incredible Hulk, was out about that long ago, and it was good. But the way it is now, no, I don't think so. I don't know, man. We're at a different time now. We're like, it's just obviously, back then, I don't know, maybe, but it was still kind of early. It could have flopped, and then they could have just given up and like, oh, screw it, we're not going to deal with this. So I don't know. I don't think so. I think now was a perfect time. Was a
Yeah.
good time for it.
Yeah, and it's it's like, and I use 10 years only because it took us 10 years to get here. The first
Yeah,
Marvel, to get to where we're at now, and Marvel's done a magnificent job of creating these characters that we fall in love with, and that we have emotional attached, like real attachments to these characters, and
yeah,
then they kill them off, right? and then, and then there's just this deep sadness at the end of the movie, and but that's where I get 10 years from, is just because Marvel's, they've been leading up to this for 10 years, and it's
oh, yeah, man.
I just don't think the technology today with movies and what they're able to do in cinema is just, even 10 years ago was awesome, but it's just
Yeah,
even that much better right now. So I don't know what kind of role do you think. I mean, Ant-Man. Have you seen Ant-Man and the Wasp? There's Ant-Man there for everybody. That's what he looks like. Typical Ant-Man. Not that I don't like the character. I think he's pretty awesome, but he's not. He could die in the movie and I wouldn't like shed a tear. Not, and that sounds cruel. I'm just being real. Like you know. But
oh man, he's funny, dude.
yeah, no, I like his character. It's just, but if I compare him to the other Marvel characters, you
He's
know,
expendable.
he's one of them. He's expendable. He's expendable. Let's be honest. So is Falcon, right? I mean, there's a few that are just, to me, that are just expendable.
Oh, Falcon's like a, well, new Captain America, man.
You think so? No.
I don't know if they'll do it in the movies, but
Yeah. Well, and I'm only basing it off of the way they've um, portrayed these characters and what I've seen so far of them on screen.
didn't Falcon still alive, or did he? Wasn't he one of the ones that went?
He
Oh, he's
ghosted.
still alive too. Oh man,
He ghosted, right?
did he? I thought he did too. Maybe War Machine is the one that stayed. It was War Machine.
War
Uh,
Machine is alive.
all the OGs, right? Yeah, the OGs. Most
Guys,
of the OGs.
everyone in the chat, can you let us remind us, is it War Machine that's alive, or is it
It's War Machine.
War Machine's alive? I'm pretty sure.
War Machine's alive. It's all the originals, man.
Okay.
Like the originals from the it's like Iron Man, Thor, War Machine.
Yeah, so Falcon ghosted. Um,
He's done.
yeah, he ghosted out. Um, so that was Ant-Man, pretty cool. I really like, the pops I really enjoy with Ant-Man are the larger ones, like the one from the 10-inch Ant-Man is so sweet. The detail on it is so
I
awesome from
know.
Amazon. But yeah, there's Ant-Man. But there's got to be, when you look at the bigger scale of how many Avengers there are, you gotta. I mean, you might love all the characters and like all the characters, but you have to kind of start choosing which ones are expendable, which ones aren't, because I think it's unrealistic going into Endgame thinking that everyone's going to survive. Like we already
Yeah.
have, if you notice, and I'll put this up right here. Um, these are all the commons. And from what Funko has released pictures wise, we don't have a Spider-Man from anywhere, no exclusive anything of Spider-Man, no Groot. There's a few characters, no Falcon. There's a lot of characters that ghosted that we don't have pops for them yet. Now, obviously, Funko's going to drop them after the movie drops, probably like a week or two after the movie drops. In my opinion, they will, and make them exclusive somewhere probably, or just do a second wave of them. But so they don't give away too many spoilers. But you have to know going into it that someone's going to die. Like at the end of this movie, there's no more time travel. There's whatever is going to happen. Like whoever's dead at the end of this movie coming up is going to be dead. Like,
Captain America.
and that's what I want to get into. Is who do you think is going to die in this movie?
I think, yeah, Captain America probably.
I'm picking Captain America too, and I have my reason why. So I'm going to ask you first. Why do you think Captain America?
My reason why is because, okay, so me, I'm thinking with Marvel, the Avengers, they're gonna end the Avengers like this, because they're gonna want to move on to the next one. So what this is why I think it too, because when they got Spider-Man in Civil War, that was his introduction to, okay, Captain America is gone. Now what they're gonna do next is focus on Spider-Man and build up. That's gonna be the next Marvel thing. So that's kind of my reasoning why, and we're gonna see Spider-Man grow, through how they did. You got Captain America. We went through his, and I don't know. I think that's why he's gonna die. Just there's got to be one death to show someone taking that role and going further.
Okay, so I agree. Captain America will die. That is my prediction. Not that I want it to happen. If I had to choose, Tony Stark, you're
Yeah, me too.
if I had to choose,
Me too.
like on Civil War, Team Cap, 100%.
Oh yeah,
And I don't dislike Tony Stark, and I don't dislike Iron Man. I'm Team Captain America, and it is what it is. So, um, because I don't believe that you should. I know they're Avengers, and they're kind of, you have to kind of. The way I look at it is, I try to imagine the Avengers being real, and
yeah,
in real life scenario, would I want the Avengers to only be used by the government or by the UN, United Nations, whenever they decided that they were useful, or let the Avengers pretty much take care of whatever hazards they feel is hazardous. And when you look at it from that point of view, I got to go with Captain America and just say, take the handcuffs off and let them be who they are. You know what I mean? Let them do their thing. And I didn't agree with anyone signing that during Civil War, but I think Captain America is going to die for two reasons. Number one, I'm going to give my reasons real quick. I'm going to read a comment from Venom Fang says, Venom reigns supreme. We we will Venom the universe. You guys have already Venom the universe. You guys have already Venom Hulk. Here's Venom Hulk.
snap.
You guys already Venomized Ghost Rider. And then Craig Stewart says Captain America can always come back since it's in the universe, but there must be something to bring back people. Yeah, definitely. So I think Captain America is going to die for two reasons. I think the hardest for me would be, the most firm reason would be Tony Stark started everything. Like without Tony Stark, he was what initiated Marvel. Like this whole 10 years, it started with Tony Stark. So although I'm not, I say I'm Team Captain for sure, Captain America for sure, but because of Tony Stark, and I'm going to unbox this by the way, but because of Tony Stark being, I think he's more important. If I look at the overall importance of the character to future movies, I think Tony Stark has more importance and than Captain America does, because he has been the one that's kind of started everything. So I think he should be the one that sees everything through, or he probably will be the one that sees everything through. And also, the second reason is because you can't have two captains in a movie. You already
Yeah,
have Captain America, now you have Captain Marvel. So you got to get rid of one of the captains. And, you know, Captain Marvel's too new, so they're going to, I think Captain America's going to die. Kill Pepper.
Oh man.
So there's Captain America. Just that new look at that Avengers suit, man. The thing is just so beautiful. I love whoever costume designed that. Like, hopefully, and you know what's crazy? Speaking about costume design and stuff, it kind of upsets me when you get to the Oscars and you have these great movies that are superhero movies or, you know, these type of action flicks that don't get nominated for Oscars. And it's crazy because the costume designs in these, the process and just wearing them, you know, the number one question always gets asked is how do you go to the bathroom with your suit on, right? But the time it takes to breathe is just phenomenal. I'm sorry?
It depends.
Yeah, exactly. With Depends diapers. But
oh man.
got the Hot Topic exclusive, so I'm going to take him out. And he's got the difference is he's got the Captain America on his chest, you know, the older look. So I'm going to take him out. So do you think, because we both on the same page, if you think Captain America is going to die like I do you think that? How do you think he's going to go? Like in what format?
I don't know, man. A battle to. I want to say he's gonna go. It's gonna be epic. So either he's gonna take one for the team, or he's gonna go down. You know, I don't know, but then too with Marvel, it could be like he dies first, and then the Avengers like, oh my god, I can't believe he just got killed, and then they just, I don't know, man, and then it just sets a fire, you know. But I don't know. It could go either way. I'm thinking more he takes one for the team somehow.
100%. That's the only way they can go. Whether it's Iron Man or because we're predicting, right? We're predicting Captain America. Whether it's Iron Man or Captain America, either one, they have to take one for the team. It's got to be a massive heroic death, almost like it's one life to get back everybody that ghosted. You know,
Ooh, yeah.
That ultimate sacrifice, one person to sacrifice to somehow, and I don't know what's going to happen in the movies, but somehow bring everyone back that ghosted, one life to sacrifice for that. He will knowingly die saving someone. Yeah, saving someone else, Lindsay B. But I think broader, saving everyone else.
Yeah.
Whoever's going to die will die because there will be one major character death, if not two, but definitely one major.
And who knows? You know, man. You know, Captain America is pretty old. You know, and in his mind, his character could be like, you know what? I'm not tired of being here, but everyone I'm seeing is going, and I'm outliving these guys. So it could be one of those too. Like, I'll take one for the team. I've done my time here. You know, and he just takes them. You know, sacrifice that way. You know, it's like,
yeah, it's
I
gonna.
like to get into the minds of the characters too. You know what they're thinking, and you know, so I mean,
yeah, I think, and I want to show this real quick. I love his pose there. This is the Hot Topic exclusive. One, he's wearing the older, you know, Captain America gear, but he's not wearing the Avengers suit. But I love how he has his hand out and he's ready to punch somebody, you know. So, you know, he's in fight mode here. And he's got that chin strap with the you know what I mean, the old look on him in this one versus the oh, he does have the chin strap on that one too. Okay. So, but yeah, I love that. I love the older look and I love his pose. So this is the Hot Topic exclusive. I will say that I think if he dies, the Funko Pop will be worth more money because this is the last movie for that character, right? I mean, it's 100%, probably 100% last movie for a character. So maybe his Funko Pop will go up if he's the one that dies because more people are going to want, you know what I mean, want him in the last version of him.
yeah.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know, maybe not, but there's both Captain Americas. You got him with the Avengers suit on, and then you got him old school, but Hot Topic exclusive. But they're both pretty awesome. I love his character. I don't want to see him die, but I think I think it's a wrap for Captain America, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Um, so which one you want to see next?
Shoot, which one you got?
Well,
What you got left?
let's do Hawkeye.
Yeah, Hawkeye.
So Hawkeye was missing, right, from Infinity War.
Yep.
So we saw that Hawkeye's using a new weapon, right? He cleaned off the blade on his arm. He turned around and saw my future wife, Scarlett Johansson. And Scarlett, if you're watching, only if you dye your hair red, okay? No blonde. Take the blonde out. But so where was Hawkeye? Where did he go? And what do you think he's going to bring to the table for the Avengers?
Well, I'll tell you where he was at, focusing on his family, and they got ghosted. So now he's pissed off, and he's just gonna come back with the vengeance. That's what I think.
So Craig,
Hawkeye's one of my out of the Avengers. I wasn't really, I like the Avengers. I was more X-Men, but Hawkeye was one of my favorites in the Avengers. I don't know why, because I think maybe because it's like kind of like Batman. He's doesn't have any superpower, but he's got that skill.
mm-hmm.
So Hawkeye was one of my, he's got that skill with that bow and arrow, man. So, but I don't know, man. I don't know what his role's gonna be, but hopefully it's oh man, maybe he dies. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I think I don't know. I don't know if they would kill him off because they keep talking about they're going to do a Black Widow movie, right?
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
So you might want to have Hawkeye around for that movie, possibly, or maybe for the second part of the movie, maybe a second. If the first one does well, if they make one and they do a part two, you want to have that character around. I mean, it just always seem to be together, kind of. You know what I mean? But there's the Funko Pop version of him. I love his hair. I'm gonna have to need to get a hairstylist that can hook me up with that. I love that, how the hair's coming up. And then he's got his head shaved on the side. That looks really sick. And how they did the color of his, like, you know what I mean? Like like his hair's starting to grow out again. How's a different shade. Look at that. Love that sweet hair. The little mohawk.
The mohawk there.
And then he's got doesn't show his new weapon in this one, but he does have that bow and arrow, and he's not wearing an Avengers suit. So again, I find that interesting, at least on this one. So I think this is the version of him where Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow, finds him. Dole Whip Dad says, "Hey, Forever Freaky Funko. Hey, all in the chat. Happy Sunday. What is going on?" Yeah, he's awesome. I love that hair. I don't know if I'd shave this side of my head. Well, it's almost shaved anyways. I probably should because I'm starting to get gray hairs like the Hulk. But yeah, he's a cool character, man. He's awesome. I love how quick he is. He's smart. He's stealthy. He's quick. I just don't know how he would stand up to Thanos, I mean, none of them did, right? I mean, even the ones that had superpowers couldn't match Thanos. So I think on a team attack, like they did with Spidey, and they almost had his glove off. And I tell you what,
damn you, Star-Lord.
Star-Lord, for me, expendable 1,000,000%.
For that reason.
Star-Lord, I wish you were ghosted. Oh, you were ghosted. That's right. Don't come back.
Don't come back. I say good, and I call him the new Hot Rod, from Transformers. It's his fault. Optimus Prime died.
Very true. Very true. Yeah, it's so we also have and another thing that I mentioned earlier, right? There's none of the we don't have any of the we don't have Thor's brother here. We don't have any of the not Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy in the commons. So there's a lot of characters missing from the Avengers Funko set. So I think they're going to do a second wave for sure. I don't know who's going to come back. But what I wanted to ask you about is we're going to get into War Machine here. And War Machine is pretty cool. And I actually like War Machine a lot, probably more than Tony Stark, than Iron Man.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. And so I think anyone that's Team Captain America, I think probably will lean more towards War Machine than Tony Stark. But anyhow, there is a Amazon exclusive of him as well. And so I picked that one up today. It is available to order. It will ship on April the 1st. So April the 3rd, sorry. Just wanted to throw that out there because I picked up one of those as well today. But out of all the characters who died, right? So we have not ghosted, but the ones that actually died, we have Loki. We have Gamora. Was there another one? Am I missing one?
Loki, Gamora, I don't know if you count Vision. Vision, I don't know.
Vision, thank you. Loki, yeah, and Vision. So which one of those? Yeah, and Rocket is out there. There is an excuse. Yeah, there's an exclusive of Rocket. It's a Barnes and Noble exclusive. And then I believe I'm not sure if there's two. I don't have the picture pulled up, but there is a Barnes and Noble exclusive of Rocket. I believe. Yeah, it is Barnes and Nobles, but I think there might be another one somewhere. I think there's one at Walmart too. But out of those three characters, do you think any of them are coming back? I mean, obviously Vision, he doesn't have the stone, so technically I don't think he could come back. But
well, this is what I think. I don't think, honestly, I think two people are gonna come back because I don't think Loki's dead. I think he transferred his body into Bruce Banner. That's what I think, and I think Gamora will come back.
okay. So I just put in there two Rockets because I think Craig is right there. There's a Walmart exclusive of Rocket, and there's a Barnes and Noble exclusive. Yeah, I think.
Right on, LJ. Thank you, bro.
What happened?
Just give me a shout out.
Yeah, it's Papa Lucha's birthday on Tuesday, everybody. Is it this coming Tuesday? It wasn't this past Tuesday, was it?
No, this coming Tuesday.
This coming Tuesday, Papa Lucha celebrating 21 years old.
That's it. Funny one.
He can finally drink alcohol.
Hell yeah.
Nobody knows with your mask on how old you are. We can't even predict, right? Because your mask is on. But I'm going to predict you're turning 21.
There you go.
But there's War Machine looking real sleek. You know what would be cool? A chromed version of War Machine, like this color, or a metallic version of Chrome Machine.
Yeah, metallic would be better.
Yeah, that thing's so nice. I bought Amazon one. I didn't even look at it up close. Maybe it is a metallic one. I don't know. It could be. I have no idea. I didn't even. That's just weird when you're just buying, like online when they dropped. You're kind of just buying stuff because you don't know if it's going to sell out. So you're kind of clicking and okay, I bought that one. Now let me jump to this website. Let me jump to this one. And so it was kind of one of those mornings. And then now let me get my butt in the car and drive to these stores and pick these up as well. Kind of it's a non-relaxing Sunday when you're Funko Pop hunting and shopping online, trying to get whatever's available before things sell out because you just don't know how popular they're going to be and you don't know how many Funko made. So, but
that is nice though. That would be cool metallic.
Yeah, then he's got his launcher right there. That really looks cool on his shoulder there.
You know what I liked in that Infinity War when him and Falcon were working together and they were, oh man, that was just awesome too. That whole flying, both of them flying together and like, all right, go this way, man. That was really cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Falcon's a cool character, but again, you have to. We don't have to. You can do whatever you want, but for me, I think if you sometimes have to start kind of how we're doing, playing prediction, playing what we think might happen, spoilers, kind of things like that. But you got to play. I think sometimes you have to play the role of looking at things from a distance and saying, okay, which characters, we already know who got ghosted, we already know who died, but which characters would you be okay with going into Endgame? Which characters would you be okay with if they didn't come back? Or which characters must come back for you? What characters would you rather lose? If you could trade Spider-Man, who would you trade him with? And it's fun doing that. You don't have to do it, but I think it's fun to kind of, you know, start questioning what
Yeah.
we've done and start plugging in characters and moving things around and see what the dynamic would be on that. Ah, did you see that? Look at Tat's message there. That's for you.
Ooh, yep. That's what hey, that'd be cool. That'd
That
be sweet right there.
yeah.
Because we already know Spider-Man is well, obviously he's gone in space, so he knows there's more out there, and he's probably known that. But now they can go a whole different way. Maybe Spider-Man meets the Fantastic Four and emerge that way, or X-Men, Spider-Man. I don't know, man. They can just go all kinds of ways, man.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't know, and I think that's the anticipation.
Yeah, man, and that's why I say I love the way Marvel did this, and the whole 10 years that it went through, and now it's just like, oh, people are like, oh man, what are they gonna do now? Avengers gonna be over. There's not gonna be any more, but there's more. There's more out there. I'm just excited for that. What's out there?
Yeah, I think this movie. I'm gonna make a prediction right here. You heard it live from me. Hey, I predicted Goose the Cat was going to be the one that took out Nick Fury's eye, and it happened. So it's recorded, it's dated, it's time stamped, it happened. Thank you. So my
I don't believe it.
no, I did, I really did. So
I'm
uh,
okay.
one thing that I predict, and I think this is a no-brainer for me, and let's talk about it. I think this will be the highest grossing movie of all time. I think this will beat Avatar. This will surpass Avatar for the most money ever made in the theater.
Oh yeah, most deaf, bro. Because I don't know, just for the fact that we all know someone's gonna die, and it's gonna be someone key, and it it is, man. It's Marvel right now. This whole past 10 years has been Marvel has just dominated. It just
Yeah,
it is. Most Def will be number one for a long time, and Red Skull come back. Oh, I don't know. No, I think
I love Red Skull though.
me too.
Who knows? I mean, there's going to be so many. I mean, look, guys, Funko, and we're going to talk about Captain Marvel next because I love her on this Funko Pop. But and then we got a couple more, and they're pretty nice. And there's a reason why I'm holding certain ones to the end because, well, you'll see. Um, but yeah, I think this movie, the way they ended it with so many people dying. Everyone in the chat, light up the chat. Who is the one character in Endgame? Just pick one character that you really like got emotional, if not cried, when they ghosted or died. Unless if it was Gamora, maybe you were the most sad to see Gamora go. But which character died gave you the most pain to see? Because the reason I'm asking that, I'm curious. Mine's Spider-Man. I see Jenny's picking Spider-Man too. Um, so the reason I say that is because they kill off so many of these characters. Even Gamora for me was like that is a close race with Spider-Man. Because I love Gamora so much. But for me, the way they ended the movie, just it's like you have to see Endgame, right? I mean, it's a cliffhanger. You have
Yeah.
they're the way they did it with all the deaths at the very end, and people left the movie theater crying, shocked, like what the hell happened? What was this? Like people were completely like expecting people to die, right? I mean, right when they started the movie, Loki
Yeah.
dies in the first 5 minutes. It's like, bye, Loki. And so, you know, all these people ghost, and then now you have to come back and watch to see what happens. And so you're rooting for them to come back. And, you know, Marvel did such an excellent job putting all this together and putting the fans, us, in anticipation for this movie. I don't know. I can't remember another time where I don't know. I mean, help me out. Is there another movie that came out where that you were super super excited to go see? Like you was just like you cannot wait for this movie to come out.
Mm, I don't know, man.
From Captain Marvel.
Other than Marvel,
Oh yeah,
because Marvel had a few, man. But I don't know. I want to say, and this is a while back, maybe like freaking Lord of the Rings, man. But that was a long time ago, though, man.
yeah,
And Star Wars, I don't know, but
yeah. You know what? Yeah. So Star Wars Episode 7, yeah, for sure. For the hype around that movie was
oh, yeah, man.
crazy. Yeah, that's probably yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that one because I wasn't on my radar. Yeah, that definitely brings back some of the current feelings I have for Endgame, the excitement I have building up for this movie. But Captain Marvel for me was pretty exciting, and a lot of people um, were dissing it in the trailers, and weren't saying was it going to be good, and I loved it. So you don't if you haven't seen the movie, I don't know if you could really answer how you think she's going to play, like her role is going to play in this movie. What do you think she's able to do? And do you think she will be the one that kills Thanos? And if not, who do you think will kill Thanos? And by the way, before you answer that, Papa Lucha,
Mm-hmm.
uh, almost everybody picked Spider-Man. One picked Gamora, the Luau picked Gamora, and everyone picked Spidey, Groot. Jay Lee picked Groot. Jimmy and Crickets picked Groot. Um, a lot of people picked Spidey. Yeah, Bucky Barnes, Detective Bucky. Really?
The
But
best
yeah,
friend.
Nebula. Yeah, she's coming next, guys. She's up next. She's on deck. So we'll talk about that. Yeah, and that's why I'm getting into this. Who's gonna kill Thanos? And now we're going into some of the people that might. We got 4 pops left. So here is Captain Marvel, and I love how her arms are out there. There's so many Captain Marvel pops now. So this one, obviously, she's like in where she tore up the Jude box in the movie or in the trailer. Um, but yeah, she's like in strike mode right there. So the only thing missing is what's coming out of her hands. So um, I love her hair, nice and flowy, and she looks pretty darn cool. I love her. Like she's definitely in like mode to start killing everybody. So Captain Marvel. What do you think about Captain Marvel, and what do you think? What role is she going to play in the Avengers movie?
I think she's awesome. And I think her role will be more of kind of like having something to do with time and getting at a certain place at a certain time. Because didn't they have one of her powers is that something, I don't know what time, I can't remember.
She can time travel, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like she can time travel, so I think that'll probably be one of her roles in the movie. I don't know how much it's gonna be, but definitely kind of important, but not too important.
What? I don't.
Yeah, I don't.
Marvel like.
If you're going along the lines like killing Thanos, ooh, I don't know, man. I mean, it would be a good showdown, but I don't know, man. I don't know. She's just too awesome. It would just be too obvious.
So
I'm just trying to go against what everyone else would think, man. But it would just be too obvious for her to go in there and just end that's it. Boom, it's over.
I don't think anyone, as we've seen, can just take on Thanos one on one, right?
Yeah.
I think when Thanos dies, it's going to be a gang up, which has got to be, because he's friggin' Thanos. But one person's gonna, pull the trigger, shoot the flame, do something, maybe cut his throat. I know
Ooh.
this is a PG live, I promise, but but we'll talk about Nebula here in a minute and her definitely what she has in store for this movie and what we predict on that one. But Yeah, don't, Captain Marvel's going to play, I think she's going to play a pretty, and by the way, she's not wearing an Avenger suit. And there is no exclusive of Captain Marvel yet that's been being released for this movie. So she's not wearing an Avenger suit. So does she play a smaller role, like you said, or um, does she come in and play a bigger role because of her superpowers? Which, to be honest with you, she could wipe out just about anybody on the Avengers pretty quickly. She's probably one of the most strongest Avenger. Well, no, she's not an Avenger yet, I guess, but one of the most strongest Marvel characters. But we'll see. Give me 1 second because I got a question here. Craig's asking, do you think we will see more movie moments from Endgame? Yes. I think the movie moments from Funko Pop have been very popular. And I would say we will probably get one, definitely one, probably two Endgame. My favorite one would be the one from Thor. What is your favorite one from the last Avengers movie moment from Funko?
The one with the with Captain America and Thanos.
Okay,
That's,
when he's holding back his fist,
yeah, yeah.
that one's really cool.
I like that
Um,
one too.
yeah, I
But
love Thor when the Stormbreaker's in his chest.
I like that one too. But I don't know. There's just something about Captain because he's just a human with just enhanced abilities, bro.
So awesome.
It always goes back to that human thing, man, and where you got a power, but you're not as powerful as a being as someone from another
Hmm.
another
Yeah,
plate.
yeah. It's and Thanos had, right. I mean, Thanos had that look on his face, like, oh my god, this guy's stopping my. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like he like took back a little bit. Like, man, this little guy is pretty strong compared to Thanos, But what's going on, Kiki Channel? Lindsay says that Captain Marvel is going to play a huge role because um, obviously she's seen the movie, so there's kind of you gotta. I think you have to see the movie, and then maybe you might change your mind on how much of a role she's going to play, but maybe not. I don't know. I seen the movie, and I still don't know what role she's going to play, but I do think I don't know if she's going to be the one with the time travel. She can do that, but I don't. I think that's where Ant-Man falls in. So I don't
that's
know.
what I was thinking too with that man. Why? Why? That's why I was gonna say I don't think they would kill him off too soon. Yeah, he's expendable, but he's gonna figure something out along the lines there too, because obviously he figured out how to get out of where he was stuck. So
Hmm. So somebody said Super Goose is going to kill. Noel said, where was Goose at during that Spidey scene? When I mean, if you watch the movie, well, obviously it's kind of been spoiled a little bit where Goose the cat's not really Goose the cat, right? So he's almost like this octopus type being that comes out with tentacles and you know,
Flurkin.
yeah, he's a flurkin, but he swallows the damn tesseract. Like you can't even hold the tesseract. So I mean, you'll die. So he
Yeah.
swallowed his stomach. So um, yeah, I think those tentacles could definitely take the glove off. But I don't know. Will Goose the cat be the one that murders Thanos? That would
Doctor
be.
Doom.
I would love to see that on DVD as like a secondary ending or something.
Oh, yeah.
An alternate ending. Goose the cat kills him.
Alternate ending.
He swallows him whole, and then he becomes like Garfield, just fat. Just like a fat orange cat. That'd be cool. Um, Jesse says, I think she will be huge part of the movie. As far as what she does, I don't think she will have much scene time. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think anything's possible. Agree, Papa Lucha have to be a full team effort. I mean, Thanos may have the gauntlet, but we'll see what happens. Hoping the rating is able. Remember from the comic, yes, and that's the thing too. Is like, what's his name from Guardians of the Galaxy? Batista. What's the name of his character?
Drax.
Yeah, Drax. If I'm not mistaken, Drax kills Thanos in the comics. I mean, Thanos is still alive, but I think, yeah, I think he beat Thanos. I mean, you know how they keep resurrecting everybody,
Yeah.
um, but I believe Drax killed him. So Drax had almost a zero role. He had almost no effect on Thanos in this movie. But but yet he kills him in the comics. So you don't know. It just depends what Marvel wants to do.
Yeah, that's what I like about it. You know, that's why sometimes I don't get a lot of the heat these comics get, because even in the comic books, man, they switch it up so many times. And it's like, hey, I don't remember this. You know, like you can take one from the 90s or the 80s and look at something from now, and like, hey, it's kind of the same, but it's not the same, you know. And they kind of switch this person up here, but it's all good though, you know.
Yeah. Um, let's get into Nebula, if you don't mind.
Let's do it.
This is one of my favorite characters, and I love the actress first of all. So if I can't marry Scarlet, this this Avatar Nebula would be second up. But Nebula's awesome, and I'm gonna unbox her, guys. She's wearing the Avengers suits. What? What? So, what do you think? What kind of role is Nebula gonna have? Is she gonna kill Thanos? A lot of people in the stream are predicting that. I'm going to predict Nebula will be the one that kills Thanos. Like puts in the final death for Thanos. Will be Nebula. My
I
opinion.
don't think, I don't think Thanos is gonna die.
Mm.
I don't think he's gonna die, man. I think Nebula is gonna be like, you know what? They've got you right. They got you all strapped down and want me to take the final blow, but you know what? I'm gonna let you live.
Ooh, just show mercy on
Yep, show
Thanos
mercy.
from
And
Nebula showing mercy. That would be a twist.
from the Avengers as well. Like, hey, look, man, we're the Avengers, and we'll show mercy sometimes.
Mm.
you
Tony
were
Stark
beaten.
not be
You
showing
were
mercy.
you were beaten once.
I I can't fathom Tony Stark allowing, and yes, it would be allowing if he's still alive. If he is alive during the scene. If there is a scene that Thanos dies, I don't know, but I can't imagine Tony Stark allowing Thanos to even live. Like I can't imagine Nebula after.
Especially if he killed Captain America.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah. I mean,
what,
obviously,
what would what would Cap do? Show
I think
mercy.
no. I think Captain. I think to be honest with you, I think Captain America would be the one that would say, if we can, is there a place we could lock him up, not kill him, but where he can be, useless. He can never do any harm. That would be Captain America's. I truly believe, even after everything that happened, that would be Captain America's decision. Would be to lock him up if he was in charge of like what would happen to Thanos. Would be to put him away where he couldn't hurt anybody else, but not kill him. But Tony Stark, oh, he's dead. Yeah. Tony Stark is more of a vengeance kind of a person than like Nebula is too. My
Or Nebula might get the. What if Nebula gets the gauntlet too? Never
ooh,
know.
do you think they're gonna make? I mean, while we're talking, and I think Nebula will be the one that I think Thanos will die, and I think Nebula will be the one that puts in the death blow, based on everything she had to go with, all the torture he's given her her whole life, killing Gamora, and then of course, if our prediction is right, killing Captain America on top of that, I think just adds to the fuel that will ignite the spark where Nebula takes down Thanos. Not one on one, but she'll be the one with the final blow. But do you think? I mean, I don't know. Do you think? So your prediction that Thanos won't die?
I don't think he's gonna die. I don't think so. I don't know. I just see maybe not more of a mercy thing, but keep them locked up away, or someone gets the gauntlet and throws them, wandering through space or dimensions where it'd be almost impossible for him to even reach where he could harm anybody. I don't know.
Do you think so that because you mentioned Gauntlet? Do you think that they're going to make the Avengers? When I say they're going to make another Gauntlet because that's a rumor, right?
Ooh, I don't know.
Does Tony Stark make another Gauntlet?
I don't think so. I don't know, man. I mean, but it is Tony Stark, though. Like he likes to mess around with things he shouldn't mess around with. So
I don't know. I mean, it's rumored. There's a lot of rumors going out there that they're going to make that they have to make their own gauntlet to reverse everything.
Ooh, yeah,
They have to
maybe.
get the gauntlet first made because it's melted on his hand, but it looks pretty good on the Funko Pop. So I don't know, but um, who knows? But let me see. There's a question from Alex. If she kills him, meaning Nebula, in that spot, can she swap his life for Gamora? I think I think Gamora's life um, can be brought back with the Soul Stone, and maybe everyone's life can be brought back with the Soul Stone. I think the
Yeah,
Soul Stone is going to play a huge role in that. So I do think Gamora is going to come back to life. Um, how? I don't know. Would they have to use a gauntlet to do that? I don't know. Is there somebody strong enough to use that stone and for its purpose without it being in a gauntlet, just the stone by itself? You know, because if the
I mean,
gauntlet's ruined, if the gauntlet,
alternate universes, man. I don't know.
yeah, and that's the thing. You don't. I don't know, but I do think Jay Lee put a phone number in there.
Maybe this whole Infinity War was just an alternate universe, like Doctor Strange said. But the real war is happening. That was the only one that they won. Who knows? I don't know. I love this thing. Where you can just your mind just goes anywhere. It takes you anywhere. And it's like so many possibilities.
And that's what's so fun about it, and that's why and thank you again for coming on, and that's why I wanted to do this because um I wanted to have that discussion, and it's interesting to get to hear other people's opinions, and I love people in the chat that are you know sharing their opinions too and who they think is going to happen. And but at the end of the day, it's just all of our we can roll this around in our mind a million times, and we just don't know. um we didn't even know. I mean, Funko collectors knew that Avengers pops were coming. We knew they were coming, but they kept a pretty good lid on it. Funko did, and so I think they're keeping a good lid on what's going to happen, according to the directors, or to Kevin Foggy, who's I think he's the producer. He's in charge of Marvel now, but he said in an interview that in the trailers they're only showing the first 10 minutes of Avengers. So whatever we see in the trailers happens in the first 10 minutes. Now I think the new scene with Captain Marvel in there where Thor, calls Stormbreaker and says, "I think I like her," or something like that. That might be a little over the 10 minutes, but because I don't think Captain Marvel is going to jump in the movie the first 10 minutes at all. I could be wrong. I don't think she is. But if that's true, um, if that is true, then there's a lot of stuff we haven't seen yet. A lot.
Yeah.
The movie is 3 hours and 4 minutes long, I think. 3 hours. It's over 3 hours long.
Nice.
So find yourself a nice theater, no broken down theater with torn seats because your butt is going to be sore. So find yourself a cushy seat. Um, get plenty of food because it's going to be a long movie. Over
Stock
three
up
hours.
at Walmart before you go in.
Yep. Yeah. Make sure you go to the bathroom before you go in. Do not take your kids to this movie. Like, if your kids cry in movies, don't take them because you're going to ruin
Gatorade bottles.
it. 3 hours. No way, man. It's a long movie. Um, I know where Goose is. He's bringing back. He's doing backup like the Justice League, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and the Power Rangers. Says Noel. Yeah, Goose is. I don't know. Um, you can't even go to the bathroom because someone might die, is what Craig says. I agree.
Yeah, for real. Miss something.
Yeah, you don't know what you're gonna miss, so it's like you're afraid to go to the bathroom. So it's gonna be crazy, guys. And I'm telling you, the anticipation for this and the build up for this, we're gonna start seeing the trailers pop out more often. We're on countdown to Infinity War. I mean to End Game. So we're gonna see everything light up. So we got Tony Stark. I'm leaving Tony Stark for the end, not because for any other reason except that his role is going to be huge in this movie. I think in taking down Thanos, and I also want to open up this box, even though they didn't have it in my size. The only thing that they had was 2XL. I went to 4 Targets today to get this. 4. So they didn't have them at other, not because they sold out. They just didn't get them yet. Only one Target got them. So the other one said, we don't have them yet. They didn't ship them to us. So
Nice.
yeah. So when I got to the fourth one, all they had left was double XL. So if anybody in the chat wants a double XL shirt, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. And I'll mail you. I'm keeping the pop, but I'm mailing you the shirt if you want it. So if you want it, stay tuned because I'm going to give it away. And it won't be a random comment picker. I'll explain how you can win it, and then we'll do the giveaway here in the live. So Tony Stark. So we picked Captain Marvel, both of us Captain America. See what I'm already messing up. You can't have two captains in the same movie, man. You can't. So but Captain, we both agree Captain America is going to pass away. He's going to die. He's going to take the bullet for the team, right? Per se. So what role is Tony Stark in? We see him floating. He's in I believe he's in the Guardians of the Galaxy ship, right? In the trailer. I think that's where he's in. I believe that's where he's in.
I think so, yeah.
Nebula's with him. We know that. So we obviously know he survives that ship, lost in space, talking to his wife or his future wife or whatever she is, the one that Lindsay wants dead. So, but what do you think his role is going to be? I mean, obviously we know it's going to be a big role, but give me your predictions on, and there he is, by the way, and I'm going to unbox this awesome version of Iron Man Tony Stark, but there he is in the Avengers suit, so we know he lives, and we know he's going to fight Thanos in some format. What do you think? What do you think about Tony Stark in this movie, and could he possibly be the one that does the final blow? Would Tony Stark? I already said yes. Do you think Tony Stark would kill Thanos, or would let Thanos survive? What do you think his role is going to be?
Tony Stark, Iron Man is definitely going to come up with either like you said, another gauntlet or some kind of weapon to counter the gauntlet. So he's going to come up with something. That's what I think his role is going to be. But taking the final blow, I don't know. I'm still sticking with them, and I'm thinking either him or Nebula is going to have the opportunity and show him mercy. I don't know. It's just what I don't know, man. I don't know why I'm feeling that, but I have a strong feeling that's what's going to happen.
Do you think? I'm just replying to one person because they mentioned Squirrel Girl, and I love Squirrel Girl, so I got to throw that out there. I love her. Do you think? And Siri can't spell squirrel. There it is. Thank you. All right. So that was from SDA, by the way. Do you think so? I know you don't think Thanos is going to die, but do you think Tony Stark? Let's say Thanos does die. Do you think it would be Tony Stark if he did die? Let's just put a scenario that he does die in the movie. Do you think it would be Tony Stark, or do you think Tony Stark wouldn't kill Thanos? Do you think he would let him survive?
Out of all the characters, if it's anybody that's gonna take the final blow, it would be, I would say, Iron Man, because of the connection that he's had with Thanos from the first Avengers, leading up to here, because he was in it, Iron Man. Which Iron Man was it? 3, I think. Iron Man 3, where he started going crazy and like started getting those dreams and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was that one. So I would think if anyone takes the final blow, it'd be Iron Man. It'd be Tony Stark.
Okay.
And he's gonna come up with something. That's his role. Would be come up with something to, powerful enough to take on the Gauntlet and Thanos. So.
They're asking if I have Squirrel Girl's Funko Pop. I do not. I have a little mini of her, but I don't have a pop of her. I will be getting a pop of her because I love her, but no, I don't have one. Yeah, there's a pop of her. There is Jiminy Crickets. There's a pop of Squirrel Girl. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure there's a pop. No, I'm 100% sure there's a pop. Yeah, there's a pop. Do you have Squirrel Girl, Cat D? So we got Tony Stark. She says she has one. There is a pop, right, Cat D? I know I've seen it before. Yeah, it's a collector core box. Cat D, if you're willing to part ways with Squirrel Girl, I'd be more than happy to send you my address. That would be pretty awesome of you, because I love her a lot. That'd be really cool. So we got the same character. Send it. Okay, I will. We'll talk on Instagram. I appreciate that. That's pretty awesome. I'll pay for shipping too. I appreciate it. If you want me to pay for the pop, I'll pay for the pop too. But here we go. Target exclusive. This one's supposed to glow in the dark. It's daytime, so I can't test it out yet. But address is 123 Fake Street. Come on. That's all. It is awesome, Cat. Thank you. That's sweet. So sweet of you. Thank you, Cat. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you on Instagram for sure. Because I'd love to have Squirrel Girl. I need her in my life. There's a statue I'm actually going to be getting of Squirrel Girl that they sell at Think Geek. Where does Black Panther fit in Endgames? Boom, Tats. Good question. So that's the So that's the box. Let's open it up. I am giving away the double XL. So if you want the shirt, and we'll do it at the very end. If you want the shirt, then you can definitely participate, and I'll mail that out to you. So that question, Tats, is not so simple. And the reason I say that is because Black Panther ghosted, right? So if Black Panther, what role did he play? What's up? Shuri, yeah. So what role would he play? What you could say, in order for him to play a role, right, all the characters have to come back. And so do we think they're going to come back? I mean, I think we both agree, right? I don't know if we mentioned that. Do we agree that they're going to come back?
I think so.
I don't think we talked about it. Are they going to come back?
No, we didn't talk about that yet, but I think maybe most of them will come back, not all of them.
So maybe the ones that ghosted, because if one ghosted and he or she comes back, all of them have to, because
yeah, that's true.
If one comes back, all of them. And I know they're making if I'm not mistaken, aren't they doing another Guardians of the Galaxy?
I'm not sure.
I think they are. I don't know. I think Black Panther. I'm gonna be real. I'm upset that Black Panther ghosted. I think his movie, and I know why Marvel did it, and I'll tell you why. But his movie did freaking phenomenal. I was about to say the F word, the real F word. His movie was so great, and it killed it in the box office. Smash numbers. I mean, phenomenal movie, phenomenal character. I mean, just great. So to have that character die didn't make a lot of sense to me right away, and I'm still kind of on the fence about it. But it also, because of how well it did in the movie theater, why would you kill off that character? You know, why would you kill off that character that just came off a blockbuster hit, and then you just kill? That's like if Captain Marvel dies in this movie after coming off of you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense. You just introduced this character, great movie, and then you just kill him off like that.
Well, maybe it could be for the fact that because maybe it's what I'm thinking is his sister Shuri's gonna be the next Black Panther for temporarily, but because they introduced all that technology that they have, so that might play a part too. But Shuri is the one with the brains, so she might play a part in this and portray a Black Panther as well. But I don't know if they're gonna do it that way or not. But I look at it that way too, because they got that technology from and it could be, I don't know, maybe I was thinking when I saw Captain Marvel. She's not there. Did she ghost?
Shuri didn't ghost.
No, she didn't ghost. See?
No. They're looking at her at those.
Oh, did she? Wait. I might be confusing her with Michonne from Walking Dead. I know Michonne didn't do it.
Oh yeah, you know what? On the new trailer, they did show that she was one of them that ghosted. So, woo, I don't know.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. That it didn't show in the Infinity War, but the new trailer showed who was all gone.
Yeah, she did die. So, so maybe Michonne from Walking Dead comes over in character. She's pissed
Maybe.
off that Rick is gone and just
Who
killed
knows?
Thanos right there with the double swords, like. And then Thanos becomes a zombie, and then we start the Walking Dead movies based off of Marvel.
That, you know what? That was a good scene too in Infinity War when oh my goodness. You got me saying Michonne. That's not even her name on the movie.
Um, uh,
Well, anyway, when they teamed up against Midnight Proxima, man, that was a good one there too. That was a good scene.
do you have Midnight's Marvel Legend?
Yeah, but you know how sometimes when and it happens, dude. I took her out of the box and the legs popped off, like they just snapped. So sometimes that's what you get with some Marvel Legends, man. You open them and they just fall apart. Sometimes it's like, oh, so I got to get a new one of those.
I don't open them, so I don't know, and it
Yeah,
makes
it
me wonder,
happens, dude.
it makes me wonder how many pops I've never opened, which is pretty much at least 90% of them or more, and they all could be broken. Who knows?
Yeah, it happens, man.
So there is Tony Stark, Target only exclusive. I will say, out of all the pops, this is one that, whether you're a fan of Tony Stark or not, and again, I'm Team Cap. Doesn't mean I don't like Tony. I'm just Team Cap. But this is a must-have because it's Target, and I can tell you right now, the one that had the box where I got it from, I grabbed the last box, and the guy said they only got 6 of them in.
Oof.
So yeah, and that was the 4th Target, by the way. So they were already open for hours before I even got there. So again, a lot of the people don't even know that these. I mean, obviously, in the community, we know, a lot of us know at least, but if not everybody, but some Targets didn't have them. Like when I went to the first 2 Targets, I kind of almost gave up and just said, "Nah, I'll just check back." But I just kept going and kept going, and I finally found him. But he's hard to find, at least right now. I didn't see him online either. I could maybe he's online now. He wasn't on there this morning. Can somebody look? Does anybody know if he's online?
Immediately following this stream, I'm running to Target.
How far is Target from you?
Like 45 minutes.
I'd call them first.
You got it? I didn't see it. Oh, you didn't see it there?
Yeah, I didn't see it online this morning. So this one glows in the dark, and from the box, it shows the glow around him.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think he necessarily, I mean, his whole body glows for whatever reason. And so is that a spoiler? Why is he glowing? Why is Tony glowing? And
his suit is also the Iron Man suit. Ooh.
I don't know. And then he's in this awesome action pose there, and I thought that was going to be the pose of the pop, and nope, he's just standing there with his hands on his. Like they could have done this cool pop.
Yeah, just like that.
And that they could have did another light up one, right?
Yeah, or a glow.
Yeah, and it's not. They just gave us this. Come on, Funko, get your shit together.
Get your shirts together.
Get your shirts together. But let's take them out of the box. We can't see the glow yet, but I wish we still had McDonald's. What? Where did McDonald's go? McDonald's is like a virus. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so check this out. Okay, I can see the glow. Well, all right, this is not Naomi, so not that type of glow, but
okay.
The wrestling, you know what I mean by that. So check this out. I'm going to show you Tony's backside first. So ladies, get ready.
Hi.
Here we go. Do you see how he's almost translucent in a way?
Oh, yeah.
So that, and if you put it up to the light, and it's so hard to see on camera, I can see it so well in person, but he's really light blue. Like in person, when you hold him up to the light, his whole This whole blue area is very light blue. It's not dark blue like it is there. It's very light. I can't even. It's crazy how it doesn't capture that on camera. You kind of see the light blue there a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, it's so so all the blue glows on him, by the way. So I don't know. I mean, is he glowing because of he's not wearing the gauntlet? So it's not because of
He's
the
probably
gauntlet.
got a special suit, man.
Yeah, you're right. He's Tony Stark. He always glows,
Yeah, I
right?
was gonna say he's Tony Stark, bro. Why wouldn't he?
Yeah, I guess right. Yeah.
I could have done all that for you guys, but come on, man. Come on now.
But so
It's just it's just like when Ant-Man says, "Oh man, she's got blasters and wings. Was that not available for me?" He's like, "Yeah, it was."
yeah, exactly. So my question to you is kind of going back to the Black Widow thing, and that's the last pop of Avengers. If you're joining the stream a little late, I do want to show this off, this 10-inch. I love the rock and roll paws that he has up. You know, he's doing the rock and roll.
Looks more like Spider-Man.
Yeah, but this dropped today too. So, but non-Marvel related. So, but so quick question. We know, according to the pops, that Scarlett Johansson's sometime in the movie is gonna take the time out to go to a salon and get her hair colored. So where do these suits come from? Where do they have? I mean, obviously, Thanos is gone. Thanos is on his own planet, right? Whatever planet he resides on. He becomes a farmer. I mean, according to the trailer, he's on a farm, right? He's got his suit off as a scarecrow. And by the way, this is the T-shirt. I'm keeping it in the plastic. Double XL. We'll be giving this away on the live right now. But where do they make these suits from? And do they make enough for everyone that's ghosted? Do they make them before they time travel? Do they make them after they time travel? Do they time travel? Do they save anybody? Give me your thoughts on all that process. What do you think is going to happen?
Nick Fury had a plan way ahead of time and had him, had him made for like he saw if he saw Captain Marvel come already, then he knew that if she's out here with this much power, there's got to be someone else. So that was something that they kind of they were proactive with that. So they came up with the suits and they probably had them already. Or it could be Captain Marvel. I don't know. Who
Well,
knows?
she's not wearing the suit though.
Oh yeah, that's right. She's not wearing the suit.
Yeah, I'm not saying she's not going to, but because they're
Or what's his name? Hank Pym. Ant-Man could have had him made prototypes or something, and Scott Lang comes in and look, we got suits. He just wants to fit in.
maybe. Yeah, maybe. Do you think? I mean, it's how the story's going to unfold. What's going to happen. That's one thing, but in what order does it happen? Is I guess the chronological order is something that's really going around, and I'm thinking that first thing is first. We need to save who died. Like I know in the trailer we can't see them walking with the new, they do the slow motion walking with the suits on, and we don't see everyone that ghosted. But to me, they have their suit on when they go fight Thanos. They're not just going to be like, well, Thanos killed 50% of the population, so what do we do? Well, let's just start making some suits just in case. So I think the first objective is let's find out a way to reverse what happened.
That we want.
Right?
Yeah.
And then we'll pay him.
Yeah.
Preach, Jenny, preach.
That's my son talking. I don't know what he's saying over here.
I just heard some mumbling, but so yeah, I mean, I think obviously Tony's first objective is let me save myself, right? Because he's dying on a ship. So save himself and then come back and figure out a way to reverse everything that happened. So to reverse everything that happened, Ant-Man probably plays a role in that time travel, I think. They won the suits from Forever Freaky Funko. I don't make those suits, but if I did, I'd give them away.
What about Wong, Doctor Strange's buddy there? Maybe Doctor Strange comes in contact too with the I don't know, man.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Um, suits come from
I mean, I
okay,
don't think they come from Wong, but I mean, the whole
okay. So Weapon X-Wing says they're coming from another dimension. They're coming from Hank Pym. I mean, it's possible. I don't, and that's why I like having this conversation. I don't know. But I think I definitely think the number one goal for Tony is saving Tony and Nebula on the ship. Everyone else is on Earth. We see in the trailer that Ant-Man pulls up. They think that they're like, when was this recorded? Oh, it's live. He's really here. Oh my God, he's alive. So then Ant-Man comes into the scene, talks about time travel, probably. Hopefully, I don't know. Captain Marvel sometime shows up. They're like, who the hell are you? I know there is I've heard, I didn't read it, but I heard of somebody was reading, I guess Marvel they had cut a lot of parts of the movie and created a special trailer that they only showed a group of people that were allowed, they said, hey, come and give me your opinion. And out of that trailer, and they had mentioned this before the last trailer that dropped for Endgame, where Thor has, he has the Stormbreaker come his way, and Captain Marvel's there, and that part was in that part. I mean, they were reading it. I saw it on a video online somewhere, and anyways, long story short, Captain Marvel, when she arrives to the scene, nobody really trusts her, and so she kind of has interaction with all the main characters that haven't ghosted. She's conversating with Thor and Captain America, I believe, and Iron Man, and she's kind of like talking. They're kind of, well, we don't know who you are, and you're new, so kind of like not trusting her, and she's kind of talking trash to them,
yeah.
like talking smack. And so, and I think that's when you see Thor say, I like this girl, because she stands up for herself. I don't know. But so then she pops into the scene. They figure out a way to reverse everything. Or do they figure out a way to reverse? I don't know. Like, I'm stuck there. Do they reverse or don't they? Do they just get together, make some suits, and go after Thanos? And then maybe after Thanos dies, they come back to life? Or do they? I don't know. Help me out, Papa Lucha. Help me out. Do they come to life? Do they come back? And if so, do they come back when Thanos is killed or put away?
Either they're okay. So I think with them just alone, those guys, those few, there's no way they're gonna take on Thanos. So I'm thinking they figured out a way to either go to another dimension and grab those guys, or like you said, reverse what had happened and bring them back. Or I don't know, it could even be the time travel thing, man. They gotta go back in time before all this happened to get him back. I don't know. It could be one of those. So maybe they're just time travel suits, man. Or I mean, either way, space and time,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is the same, pretty much the same thing. It's just different. They're just different parallels and different dimensions. So time is just there. It's past and it hasn't happened yet.
You mentioned something, that these are time travel suits. I never looked at them like that. They could be, right?
Yeah.
They could be.
But either way, like space and time, it would, you still wear the same kind of suits, whether you're in space or time. I mean, it's just, there's no difference. Space and time is no difference. It's just there.
Mm-hmm.
So
So what would be missing from the suit then? A helmet
yeah, maybe.
that they haven't shown yet?
Yeah, maybe they are. Maybe they're time travel. They're just suits to go back in time, or space travel. Either way, like I said, it could.
Well, they space traveled, right? Some of them have without
Yeah.
a special suit, but to time travel, you would assume, and this is just, we could be here another 2 hours, but we definitely won't want to do that. But
Albert Einstein.
you could assume that, yeah, you could assume that if you're going to time travel, you'd want to protect your body because something would have to happen to your body.
Yeah.
Your DNA, I don't know DNA, but something would happen to your body if you time travel. So maybe these suits are to protect whatever that would be. Maybe your body would come apart if you time traveled without a special suit on. I don't know.
Your molecules and stuff inside. You're like,
Yeah. So maybe it is a time travel suit, and there's a helmet to it that they haven't shown yet. That'd be cool.
yeah, maybe that's what it is. I'm just thinking because Ant-Man, Scott Lang came out of there somehow.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that was just another dimension, so he's, it could be, it falls in with time. So it's like, oh, they figured something out, and maybe Hank Pym was already working on something that, he saw something as well. So we don't know.
Yeah.
I'm leaning more towards the time travel is what I'm leaning towards.
Yeah. Alex says he thinks they're just spacesuits. Very possible, but you time travel through space, right? So maybe it's a combination of both. But like I said, you would imagine that your body would fall apart for time traveling, going back or forward. Now, Captain Marvel, you haven't seen the movie, but you know it takes place in the 90s. This is now, in today's, this isn't like in the future, right? When the movie End Game takes place, like if it's happening today, So how does Captain Marvel, does she time travel to get here? Nick Fury sent out the message in 1990. No, he didn't. Sorry, he had his life badge.
Yeah.
So he sent out the message when it happened, which was, I mean, if we're talking like real time right now, happened a year and a half ago. So Nick Fury died because he ghosted a year and a half ago. So I'm guessing that means,
bro, if you travel at the speed of light, there's time stops, bro. There's no existence in time. So, she could go from there and back whenever she wanted, man. So it's like, who knows? Maybe from the time she left was only to us all those years that passed, but to her was just, a couple minutes, and she came back, because of her time travel,
yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. So we'll see. But she shows up. We know she shows up. I mean, and the end trailer, I mean, I threw it on Instagram, but I don't know if you saw, but the end trailer for the first end trailer for the second one was just Goose throwing up the Tesseract, but the first end trailer scene was Captain Marvel, and they're all talking about, all this stuff, and Captain Marvel's like, "Where's Fury?" And then it ends right there. So she just shows up like out of nowhere. She like sneaks into the room with all these Avengers there without them even noticing. And she's like, "Where's Fury?" And then the scene ends.
So look at it this way. Every stone has a purpose for something on that gauntlet. So something every one of those stones is gonna have a key in that movie. So you got time, you've got the soul, people coming back, you've got the mind, you've got all those elements that could play a part with that gauntlet. So that's the way I'm kind of looking at it. I know time is going to be one of the things because, obviously they've got to bring back, and they've got to either, because there's no way you can just bring someone back to life. I mean, unless you've got the soul stone, but I think time would be the way that they're going to do it.
Okay. So I think we'll end the stream. We're going to do the giveaway, but we'll end the stream on that. That brought up one last question. Do they time travel? I'm thinking.
No matter where they go, Thanos can go anywhere they go, bro. So they can meet up anywhere.
Do they time travel before the snap? That's the question. Do they travel before he snaps, which would stop everybody from ghosting, but would still leave Gamora dead? It would still leave Loki dead, and it would still leave the purple guy dead.
When Ant-Man was already in that other realm.
That is true.
When
he snapped.
Before he snapped.
I don't know. I want to say no. The snap is inevitable. I'm gonna say
the chat's disagreeing with you, but I don't know.
I'm saying the snap's inevitable, and I don't know though, man.
The Stark had to be one that had to be saved. That's why Doctor Strange.
But that's another thing though too, yeah, because Stark had to be the one that was saved before Endgame. So that's one of the things. Ooh,
Yeah.
it might. What if they even take place back at that fight there, man? That whole battle there. I don't know, man. Woo!
Do they? Yeah, because technically the snap happened. I mean, if we're looking at times, the snap happened minutes after he killed Vision, right?
Yeah, and remember, he reversed time too. He
Yeah.
reversed that time before he snapped. So
exactly. So I don't know. Like, do they snap? Everything's going to determine, I guess, when they time travel. Where do they go to? Do they go to the past? Do they go to the future? Do they go to another dimension, another universe? I don't know. And maybe another dimension. I heard.
yeah, maybe another dimension. I don't know. Who knows?
It's going to be interesting to see. I don't know. There's so many, and that's the great thing about this conversation, right? There's so many options available. There's so many things that could happen.
I mean, because you could say Earth, but I mean that would be, I don't know. It would just be, to me, in my eyes, but oh, how arrogant of to think that it would be on Earth, and obvious that it would be on Earth. But I think it's gonna be. It could be somewhere else. You know, it would just maybe another dimension. I don't know, or maybe it could be Earth. I don't know. Who knows? I think it's gonna be, the snap is gonna happen, or right before the snap. I don't know, man. It's hard to say.
My prediction is,
I'm saying snap happens.
you say snap happens, and I say, and I think they stop the snap from happening.
Okay.
But
sticking with the snap.
But if you're going to stop the snap from happening, then that battle at Wakanda still takes place. Meaning that if you're going to stop the snap, Thanos is still there, and Captain Marvel has to be there, and Ronan, Hawkeye has to be there, and so obviously everyone has to be there at that same time, right? That wasn't there. Tony Stark has to be there. Everyone has to be there, but how can they be there when Tony Stark was somewhere else with Thanos? I don't know. I don't know. And so it's too complicated. My brain's like in a microwave. I don't know.
That's what they do.
It would just be easier if they just went all the way back right before Loki died, right?
Yeah.
But
you just start over.
Well, because Thanos already only had one stone at that point. So
yeah.
I mean,
well, maybe it could be to the first stone he got.
But one thing I will say is that, and I don't know if I mentioned this on a live before or in a video, but I bet you, and you heard it here live with me, that when Doctor Strange was doing his, thingies, and he had one outcome out of 14 whatever million.
14,604.
When Thanos walked up, after they fought and stuff, when Thanos walked up to him and asked him for the stone, and he says, I don't have it on me, and or I think it was, I don't remember exactly the scene, but I know when he was sitting there and he gave the stone, he held his hand like this, and the stone flew and came there into his hand, right? He didn't have the stone on him.
No.
It wasn't on his body. So my prediction was, during that moment, Doctor Strange was actually time traveling.
Yes, that's what I keep saying too, man. That's why I was bringing up Wong, because he had to have come in contact with Wong already and say, "Hey, man, this is going on." So that's where I'm saying, if that time travel happens, that's where it was at, because he was sitting like, "Hey, what's up with your friend over there? He's going crazy."
Yep. And I think Thanos's words are going to bite him in his ass, because he said, you didn't even use the one thing that would help you in your advantage. You didn't use the time. You didn't use the time stone, and he did. And that's where Thanos was wrong, because Thanos didn't realize he used the time stone, that he was using the time stone, but he was. And so that's my belief. We'll see.
I think he already gave it to Tony Stark at another time.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking too, that he had already given the stone to Tony in another time. So and then just in that dimension there, that parallel that they're at, that's where they vanquish, but the other ones are still alive. They're other beings.
So then when they time travel, do they go back to that point, to that battle? because that battle happens way before the snap. Not way before, but before the snap.
That's what I was thinking, that it would go to that battle.
To that battle.
If so if they go back, but then I would go against my snap already, because the snap would have already happened. So oof.
So then technically, if they went back to that battle, that happened right before Star-Lord screwed up and they almost had the glove off. So if they have Goose the Cat,
or
could take the gauntlet.
Or they have Gamora, or they bring Gamora back with them and stop Star-Lord from making that mistake, Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, possibilities are endless.
Yes. Like, don't do it. We vanquish here, but no, I'm alive somewhere else. Oh my goodness.
I disagree with Lindsay. She says we're getting way too deep, and I don't think there's no such thing as way too deep on this.
How can you not?
How could you not get deep into this?
There's so many. When you take time travel and you enter that into a scenario, you automatically put out 14,604 possible endings of Endgame.
That's right. Woo!
So, anything's possible, so it's fun. But yes, maybe we're going a little bit too deep. But it's fun. And it's 3 hours long, so they're going to tell a story. We know that. They're going to tell a story because it's 3 hours long. So it's going to take some effort to go back in time to do whatever they're going to do. Obviously to introduce Ant-Man, to introduce Captain Marvel. It looks like, based on the time of being a little over 3 hours long, that the movie is definitely setting itself up for storytelling. And so I don't think it's going to be rushed, and I think it's going to be epic. So I'm excited for the movie. I hope you guys are excited for the movie. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream.
Oh yeah. Hey Anthony, check it out. Look what I picked up. $5, bro.
No way.
At FYE.
Wow.
Sting and Lex Luthor, man. That's sweet. I mean Lex Luger. Lex Luthor. I got me on comics. I said Lex Luthor. Torture rack.
I want them to make a Elizabeth Funko Pop.
Oh yeah, man, they should. You know what? Because I say, if they made Lex Luger, man, you got to make Elizabeth as well, because their stories behind their career and all the stuff they did. But come on, man.
Yep. All right, I want to give away a shirt, so I'm gonna make it simple. Only if you want to win, or only if you want enter if you want to win it. If you don't want to win it, don't play the game. But don't play the game. Sounds like Triple H. All right.
Time to play the game.
So, what number? And the first one to get it right. What number was the Funko Pop Target exclusive of Tony Stark? What Funko Pop number was it? On the top corner, there's a number on every pop. Which one is it? And the first one to get it right wins the shirts. Let's see if anyone was. Uh-oh. Alex. Alex is our winner. That was quick, Alex. That was lightning quick. I don't know how you remember that.
60,605.
You had a 14,604 chance to win that shirt.
He went back in time and then came back real quick.
Yeah, he went back in time.
He did.
He literally went back in time.
Do you have the time stone, Alex? Give it back.
Woo! Nice. Time travel, baby.
Alex, I have your address already. You won way too many prizes from me already. No, I'm playing. But I do have your info, I believe, on Instagram. So congrats, you're winning this. I'm not going to open it up, but you get this awesome XXL Tony Stark shirt. It's coming your way. That's it, guys. I'm going to be doing this every Saturday. I'm not going to put a time limit on. There might be a 45-minute.
Sunday, bro.
Sunday. Sorry. I made that mistake earlier today. When I was talking to Papa Lucha offline, I thought today was Saturday. So every Sunday at 12 noon, I'm going to be going live. It's going to be Kicking It With, and then whoever I'm having a guest. So this week, my guest was Papa Lucha. Next Sunday, if you want to be my guest, let me know. And we don't you know, we can talk about movies, we can talk about anything really. It doesn't have to be Funko related. So definitely hit me up on Instagram if you want to be a guest, and I'll start creating a list so I can have some people on for Sundays at 12 noon. We'll go live for Kicking It With, and then whoever we're kicking it with. And something I would like to do too is maybe do something cool, like for example, if I'm with Papa Lucha, but we didn't do it today, but Kicking It With Papa Lucha at WrestleMania, you know, and like, and just, we don't have to necessarily talk WrestleMania, but we can pretend we're at WrestleMania and we're right before the show starts, we're going live. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
You know what I mean? Or like Kicking It with
little kickoff show.
Yeah. So I want to say the one I want to say, but I know she's gonna get mad if I say it.
Do it.
Do it. Can I do it? Give me the thumbs up in the live. You know who you are. You know, but
oh man.
Kicking it with you know, somebody else somewhere else. So yeah, it'd be fun. Kicking it with Lindsay B at the winery.
Oh sheesh. Oh my god.
You know, kicking it with you know, whatever people like, you know what I mean? So just kind of, you know, using their personality to add it in there, you know what I mean, to throw it in there. So it'd be fun. So I want to do that, kicking it with whoever at, and then kind of just create like this, I don't know, just this atmosphere. And then maybe we can even dress the part. So like if we're, you know, going to WrestleMania, we got to have our wrestling shirts on, right? Who we're supporting at WrestleMania. Or if we're going to the winery, how are we dressed? Or we're going here, how, you know what I mean? And kind of do maybe, I don't know, I want to do something fun, like not necessarily costume, but kind of role playing, you know what I mean? Kind of like dress the part to where you're going, to be just, you know, to be cool. You know, go fight somebody and have the green Power Ranger helmet from, you know, I don't know. But I hope you guys liked it. We're going to be doing this every Sunday at 12 noon. So let me know if you want to be live with me on Sunday. And if you're available, obviously you have to be available at 12 noon Central Time. My time zone Central, so 12 noon on Central. Hope you guys had fun tonight or today. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate the support, and I thought it was fun. I hope you guys had fun too.
Yeah, it was fun, man.
So now you guys got to see all the Avenger pops that are the when I say all of them, there was 2 exclusives, but all of the commons. So if you want to go out and get them, you know they're at. I got mine at Hot Topic. They had all of them there. So now you know what they look like out of the box, so you can kind of see them. And I need to get one of those things that spin around. I'll have to buy one of those from Amazon, them spinny things. So appreciate the love, appreciate the support, guys. I'm going to end the stream here. Thanks everybody for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.
Órale.